You know, artificial intelligence isn't just another piece of technology. It's a force that is fundamentally rewriting the rules of the global economy. So for investors, this creates a huge question. How do you invest in a world that's being rebuilt right before our eyes? The old maps just aren't going to work. Today, we're going to take a look at a new one. And this really gets to the heart of the whole thing. It's not some dystopian story about machines taking over. It's about a new partnership. The central idea here is that as AI provides all this incredible leverage, the things that make us human, judgment, trust, meaning, they don't just matter, they become more valuable than ever. And that idea is the foundation for everything we're about to explore. Okay, let's dive in. So what is this new map? It's called the Human Frontier 60, and it's a model developed by Dr. Lev Neymotin of N5 Digital. Now, the key thing to get your head around is that this isn't about looking at what worked last year. No. It's a structural blueprint designed to help us navigate the economy of the next 25, maybe even 50 years. So what does that really mean? Well, think about it. Traditional investing is often like trying to drive a car by only looking in the rearview mirror. It's all based on past performance, old sector definitions, what used to work. The Human Frontier model just flips that script entirely. It's a forward-looking map that allocates capital based on the future importance of different parts of the economy in a world truly powered by AI. Okay, so it's a forward-looking map. Great. But how does it actually work? What are the rules? Let's get under the hood and look at the intellectual engine behind this portfolio. Because this is way more than just a random collection of hot stocks. It's a whole system built on a really clear, logical foundation. And this is where it gets really fascinating. The framework carves up the new economy into 5 key zones. Now, 4 of them, trust, embodiment, meaning, and responsibility, these are areas where humans provide value that is basically irreplaceable. Then you have the 5th zone, AI and robotics leverage, which is the rocket fuel accelerating everything else. The portfolio is designed to capture value from all 5 of these zones. So you've got these 5 zones. How do you find the right companies within them? Well, the model uses this really strict 5-point checklist. And it's not about which company had a good quarter. It's about whether an organization is structurally built for the future. Does it have a massive data footprint? Can it actually use AI effectively? Is it adaptable? Is it ethically mature? It's a tough filter designed to find the real long-term leaders. So that's all the theory. But what does this look like in practice? This is where it all comes together. The framework translates those 5 zones into 6 real-world investable sectors. It creates a tangible blueprint that could be used to build a long-term fund, one that's designed for both professional investors and, the general public. And here is that blueprint in a single snapshot. The first thing you'll probably notice is that this is not an evenly split portfolio. Not at all. The weights are intentionally asymmetrical. I mean, look at how much is dedicated to AI infrastructure and robotics. Together, they're a huge chunk of the pie. And on the other end, you have a much smaller, more focused slice for things like meaning and culture. This table gives us a fantastic breakdown of the why behind those numbers. You see AI infrastructure and computing getting the biggest allocation. You can think of these as the picks and shovels of this new AI gold rush. I mean, think NVIDIA. Then you have these deeply human sectors like healthcare and the physical automation side of things with robotics, maybe like a Siemens. Every single sector's weight is tied directly to a clear, forward-looking idea. But let's dig into that asymmetry for a second. Why is AI infrastructure weighted more than 4 times higher than media? This isn't just a random guess. It's a calculated, intentional bet on what the model sees as the structural inevitabilities of the coming decades. And this chart just makes that strategy crystal clear. That massive 25% bar for AI infrastructure, that reflects a belief that compute power is a hard bottleneck. The entire AI revolution literally depends on it. In contrast, that smaller 6% for meaning in media, well, it acknowledges that it's super important, but it also recognizes that it's a much more fragmented and competitive space. And these aren't just wild bets either. They're backed by powerful, undeniable global trends. The demand for AI compute is just growing exponentially. Populations around the world are aging, driving huge demand for healthcare. And all of this technology requires a truly staggering amount of energy. These aren't short-term fads. These are multi-decade shifts baked right into the portfolio's DNA. So let's pull all of this together. What the Human Frontiers 60 model really gives us isn't just some list of companies to buy. It's a strategic, coherent view of the emerging human AI economy. It's a tool for thinking about where long-term value is truly going to be created. And I think this visual perfectly illustrates the portfolio's dual engine design. It's built to capture value from two different but complementary sources. On one side, you have the explosive growth of machine leverage, things like AI compute and robotics. And on the other, you have the enduring, irreplaceable value of human advantage, things like trust, meaning, and responsibility. And that's really the ultimate takeaway here. The Human Frontier 60 isn't about trying to predict next quarter's earnings. It's a structural approach. It's a blueprint designed to align capital directly with the fundamental architecture of the future. We've really just scratched the surface of this new model today. It's a deep, really thought-provoking framework, and it's important to note that this is currently being developed into a long-term investment fund, so we'll definitely be keeping an eye out for more developments. Stay posted. And that leaves all of us with a final question to think about. The world is being restructured by these powerful shifts in technology and demographics, so the real question isn't if the human frontier is coming, it's whether your own investment strategy is ready for it.